Okay guys, we've got Honey Jack Mumbo wings. Are you ready? I'm ready. Let's go. Alright guys, we need flour. The measurements will be in the description box below. Also have baking powder, not baking soda, baking powder. Okay? And then we have some chicken bouillon seasoning. This is the Knorr brand. We also have some garlic powder. We have some Mrs. Dash garlic and herb and garlic powder. Okay? That's the main seasoning for our chicken. That's our first bowl. Remember that first bowl. Then here I have some Creole season, Tony, whatever his last name is. Got some poultry seasoning from Badia, Southern Blend. I have some Kickin Chicken, and I have some garlic and onion seasoning. Right here we've got some paprika and some smoked paprika. I love the color that it adds to chicken. They say it has flavor too. I don't know about that. All right, next I have some fresh chopped garlic. Okay, I use minced garlic too, but for this chicken I wanted the flavors to pop and you to know that you are getting some garlic in there. Okay, it's about 2 cloves, I guess. Then we have pretty much the star of the show, some Honey Jack Daniel's Tennessee honey. This is one of the smaller sample bottles, I guess you call them. We're only going to use about half of it. Nobody's going to get drunk. We're going to cook that off. Okay. And then this is mostly seasoning for the vegetables and the mashed potatoes. I've got some parsley, some chicken bouillon again, some garlic, and some Mrs. Dash garlic and herb seasoning. Okay, so that is bowl 2. Remember that, bowl 2, bowl 2, bowl 2. Mostly for those potatoes and the string beans. All right, people, wash your chicken. If you don't, start, okay? I use lemon, lime, a little salt. All right, I have clearly boiled my potatoes. I chopped them and skinned them. Added in some butter. That bowl number 2, most of it, if not all of it. And a couple scoops of sour cream. You guys use as much season and as much what do you call this? Sour cream that as you like. Some people use cream, heavy cream, or milk in their mashed potatoes. I wanted my mashed potatoes to be thick in consistency, and I also added in some Parmesan cheese. We're going to add in a little bit more as we get closer to plating time. Added more sour cream, and I wanted, here we go again, I wanted the consistency of it being, all mixed in to the actual potato. When you get a loaded potato, I wanted that. I just didn't want to deal with the daggone skin. Okay. All right, for the green beans, I have my chopped garlic. I have little chopped red onion and a little slab of butter. I rinsed my French green beans, already prepared, and I'm going to cook those on low after I add about a small spoonful of that first bowl with the garlic, the chicken bouillon, onion powder. Okay, I'll mix that all up. Make sure my onions get all up in there. Oh, and I'm sorry, I also added, there's my Mrs. Dash, I also added about a tablespoonful of water, just to help get that steam effect. All right, you guys, I want you to cook your green beans to whatever, whatever you like. If you like yours to be a little more hard, I like mine to be on the softer, mushy side because my son doesn't like them any other way. All right, now that I've rinsed my chicken, I'm laying them out pretty much flat onto a paper towel. about 2 paper towels or so. And I am going to show you how or I guess anybody would dry off their chicken. We want to make sure that all of the seasonings that we have prepared get all up into these here Party Wings chicken wings. Okay, peeps, let us preheat our ovens to 375. All right, wash your hands. I'm going with the gloves again because you know it's that season, and I don't play with germs, okay? All right, we're adding everything, all the rest of the seasoning to a larger bowl. The flour, the baking powder, my Kickin Chicken, my Badia, my poultry seasoning, my smoked and regular paprika, and I want all of that paprika. Do you hear me? Or as we sometimes say, you heard me. You heard me. Okay. I guess, people from the DMV do sort of sound like Nolan's people. I don't know. We mix everything together. What's the point? You know what I'm saying. Okay. You may not be able to spell it, but you know what I'm saying. All right. Then we're adding in, the Tony Creoles, whatever else is in these bowls. Okay. You see it. That stuff. Get it in there. Bada bing, bada boom, bada bing, bada bing. At first I was going to, leave some over. I think I did. I don't know. Let's get it in there. What's this? I don't care what it is. Put it in there. Bam. All of that. I don't know why it's taking so long. You could just dump it. But for video purposes, there you go. I said forget it. All of it. I thought it might be a little too overpowering. But I'm sorry. Take a chance. This is mixed up in powder. Really? Into some baking powder. Almost messed up and said soda. See how easy that is? And my flour. That flour is going to snatch up some of that season anyways. And you think you got an over-seasoned batch of flour. Are you kidding me? All right. So my chicken is dry. Now it's time to dip these bad boys into our flour seasoned mixture. Going to flip it all around and basically squeeze that flour and seasoning into the chicken. I'll do it again. Flip it around, shake it a little bit, shake it, tap, 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 and squeeze before I lay it onto my baking rack. I'm gonna do another piece for you, and then we're gonna put this thing in fast forward. Flip it around, squeeze it just in the palm of your hand. Squeeze that all in there. All right, they're all placed. I'm gonna let them rest for a few moments while I check on my vegetables and freak them a little bit. Freak them, meaning add a little zhuzh to them, mix them, make sure they are where I want them to be. We pretty much know that our mashed potatoes are done, but our green beans, remember, you're cooking them to your personal preference. I want them to be a little more mushy. I need to see them onions that I put at the bottom, so I'm gonna mix them. Flip it all around. All right. Excuse me. Turn my burners off. And then I'm going to go ahead, because I'm a girl that likes bacon. Hate it or love it. You can, leave this step out. Me, myself, again, I like the bacon. All right. I put it in there. I'm going to put a little bit more. Mix it up. I like different colors. I think food, plating, all that good stuff is art. Okay, the prettier, the better. Might not taste so good, but I'm saying if it looks good, there's more of a chance that somebody is going to, think about it. Go ahead and eating it. All right, I'm going to add some of that bacon to the loaded mashed potatoes, but not loaded in its actual skin as well, because it's pretty. Come on, shake it out, babies. That's real bacon. It's not like a bacon bit. I don't know if y'all used to eat those, or if you still eat those. They still make them. I was surprised. All right. Wait, you know what? I just wanted to do what it do, baby. All right, you gonna get a piece of this. You gonna get this. You about to get this taste. You about up? Not for you, for me. All right, preheated oven. Let's get these chicken it's actually, let's put the chicken in the oven, but we're gonna do what I do. Let's get these chickens into the oven. All right, y'all, let's check on this. Been in there for about an hour. Flipped it, rubbed it down. Oh yes. Let's get to this secret sauce that ain't secret. Basically, I just made it up. I was like, what would taste good? All right, we got some butter. Do not slide it around, move it around, let it coat the bottom of your pan. Just put it in there. Just put this, the butter slab, whatever, into your pan. Let it chill and let it do what it do. Okay, we got some Jack Daniel's Tennessee honey. We got some actual real raw honey. We got some Mrs. Dash garlic and herb. And we got some Capital City Mumbo Sauce. That's something specific to DC. You can say the DMV as well. It's like a sweetened barbecue, hickory barbecue, ketchup-y mix. I don't know, all right? I'm not trying to make it. I'm just trying to buy it. Go support them. They're not paying me to do anything. I just like it. It's slightly different from what you'll get from the carryouts, but it's good, okay? Closest thing. All right, I'm pouring about half of this sample size small bottle of JD honey into my pan, and I'm going to light up. All right, because I let my simple self move that butter around the pan. So it mixed in with the alcohol, and it's not gonna light like I need it to. But it's still going to cook down because I continuously lit that thing up. All right, so you see the flame. It should go ka-ka-ka-boom. Not really. Just be careful. All right, it will ignite. But I'm going to let that, basically, if you do it correctly, you want to let that fire keep going until it basically puts itself out. Okay? When that alcohol comes into contact with that oil, it's not going to do the same thing. So I'm letting that pretty much die down on its own. It wasn't a lot to begin with because you know what I did. So that's done. Woohoo. Boo. That's what I say. But, all right, that's that. I want to start adding my other ingredients. First things first, that chopped garlic. You can use minced garlic if you'd like. Once, my cloves are gone, I'll be using that mince, good old mince that's sitting in my frigid air. Going to add in also my raw honey. I'm just going to put in, I guess, a total of about 3 or 4 tablespoons, but I'm eyeballing it, okay? This is very important, guys. You want to taste as you add, okay? You want to get all 4 ingredients into that. Well, not 4, but you want to get all your ingredients into it, but then after that, as you up your heat and it starts to thicken, okay, don't let it burn. As it starts to thicken, you got it on a medium heat. Low it first, all right? And then you want to maybe get it up to I have it on, I don't know, maybe like a 4 or 5 on my stove. And probably a little lower than that on a gas stove because that gets a lot hotter. So you can add in more honey, tasting it, edit it out. Some of that good old Mrs. Dash garlic and herb seasoning for some more kick. And I just like garlic. I don't ask my mama. I don't know. All right, here we go. Taste. All right, I think it's good with the honey, the sweetness. I'm turning my fire up a little bit, like a fire. I'm only going to do 1 spoonful of the mumbo sauce because it's pretty powerful, okay? Mixing that all up, turning my burner off because it has gotten to a thick consistency. You don't want to cook it all the way out. Now, what I didn't do on camera was show you how I spooned that sauce over the chicken. I spooned it over. I didn't have a lot, but that's where I added more honey, added a little more mumbo, just to get enough to cover. If you have a metal pan, you can get that sauce into there. You can even put the pieces of chicken into the saucepan and just shake it, flip it around, okay? If you have one of those brushes, you can do that as well. All right, I've plated it. I pretty much use a circular dish or a measurement cup to pack my mashed potatoes or anything that I want to pack in with a definite shape. So I did that with my potatoes. I'm using the entire space. So I got my potatoes, I've garnished that with a little bit of parsley and 3 pieces of chicken. You guys like flats or the fat part? What do you call it? Flats or drums? I myself like the flats. All right, Greedy Butt is my taste tester. And Miss Bama pretty much tried to eat the bone. My son does not play with the food. You cannot give him anything if it ain't seasoned well. He will, yeah. All right, guys. Thanks so much for watching the video. Make sure you hit the like button for me. I want to get this video, you know, out there. Share it with your friends. Share it with whoever. Try it. Let me know how you liked it down in the comment section below. We're going to do a bunch more of these things. You know, grab a recipe, freak it. Let me know what you thought. All right, guys.